Hello guys, in this video we will talk about how we can create or design a high conversion website, or what are the things that are necessary to have in a website that will make it high conversion. My name is Arishayan. I have built a lot of websites for healthcare centers, roofing center, businesses, multi-million dollar and billion dollar businesses. So I want to share with you, and I will show you exactly our portfolio, and I will show you exactly what makes a website high conversion website. Now you might have seen a lot of website through Dribbble, Behance, and people are making those website and they just create the hero section or just the landing page, and they think that this is, and it looks really good from far away, but when you zoom in, those website does not work. So let me show you exactly. Now on the screen you can see that this is our portfolio, and this is what we share with the client if there is a new client, and you can see that we have worked with all categories. A lot of websites or designs, I haven't added them here because it takes a lot of space here, but you can see the best ones here. And especially we really specialize in healthcare. Our agency is hanwork.com, and we specialized in healthcare websites. And so when I say healthcare website, these websites don't just have one page, 5 pages, 10 pages, 20, 100 pages, but those website has 100 plus pages. And so if we give an example, this website has 300 plus pages, and every page works as a sales page so that it converts, right? So you have to make sure that every page or landing page you design is high conversion, and that brings results for the customers. And so we have this website, Gaia Pep, Guiding Road, recently redesigned, and Cornerstone, these all of the website, Rockview Recovery Center, all of these websites, right? They came to us for the redesign, and they had a website, they had a placeholder, but it was not converting. And the reason is that those were just the websites built on templates, or either agencies who rip them off by just providing them templates that they have for everyone, right? So the thing is that when you are designing a website, you have to make sure that it converts. So every category, for example, for healthcare, for services, for non-profit, every has its main components or main layout that is common in that industry. So if we look at healthcare website, now if I'm starting a healthcare website redesign, I will not just find inspiration from Pinterest, Dribbble, Behance. Those are just websites that are just created to showcase their portfolio, but those are not actual websites. Most of them are, but a lot of them you will see they are just so that they can get attention on Twitter, LinkedIn, or on Instagram. So they are just created for fun in Figma, and they just put it there as a mock-up, and when you get inspiration from those website does not work. So we are here on healthcare side, right? So if you look at this website, now this website is, if we talk about this, you can see that it has a lot of things going on. Now some of them is from client request, but most of them, what I do is that I go to the marketplaces or websites or directory websites where all the healthcare websites are. So for example, for healthcare websites, I will go to recovery.com. When you go to recovery.com, there is a huge list, just like Google Map. When you search on Google Map, you will see a lot of listing of those actual businesses and with their website. Just like for every category, like for healthcare, you will find, you can go to recovery.com and you will see the huge list, and you can find actual websites, top level actual website that works. So for that, you will find exactly what are the things that are common in a healthcare website, because every healthcare center has their own departments that handles, like, you know they handles website, they handle marketing, in marketing, social media, they have department for everything. So they are tracking everything, they are tracking leads, they are tracking visitors, everything. So they are making sure that their website is high converting. So when you go through all the websites and you find common things, and in simple word, like for example, every healthcare center header will have a logo, mega menu. When you hover over this, it will open up a mega menu which will have detailed menu, not just a simple menu, right? It will have call now button, and also it will have verify insurance button as well. Or in this case, you can see that it will give you admission form, right? So there is a lot of CTAs going on. The easy and simple one, like, if you just have one or two CTAs, it will be much easier for your customer to take an action. Now also making sure that the accent color of those CTAs is also clear and easy to find. Now you can see that the call now button color is this. This is the main CTA, and you can find this color same, for this call now everywhere, right? So you will not find any other button like this for other things. Just for same admission form, so you will find this button has this blue color everywhere, right? So then when a visitor comes to this website, they will exactly know either it should go with the main CTA or with the second one. Then we have other buttons, right? So you do not want to make these as main buttons colors, right? So you have to make sure that they are just normal or other buttons. So you will keep them really simple background, so that they do not confuse that with the main CTA. So every time they visit the website or they are moving around the website, they exactly know what color or where their focus should go, right? So that is like the main thing you will find in every website. Same goes for all of the website we have done, like this gradient, it has their own color coding, right? And then here as well, all of the website that we have created, you will find some resonance in those buttons, right? So this is the main part, that making sure that you have clear hierarchy for colors, for fonts, for buttons, for all the elements in the website. And that is the most important part, because this is something that they will take action on. They will click on that and they will go to the next step. Either they will call or they will fill a form that will move on to as a lead. So that is the main thing. And then we have, like, for example, throughout the website, you can see that we have this main CTA or hero section where you will find a CTA, the header which will be sticky throughout the page. So when they are moving around and getting all the information, and you will find we make sure that we give them all the information for the landing page. So when they move around and they go to the middle of the section, we will give them a reminder to take an action, to either call or fill a form. We don't just want to forget them that there is a CTA, right? So there should be always a reminder. We sometimes give it also in the services section. Like here you will see somewhere, here you can see that here is a quick reminder that you can just book a call and we will help you with all of the information. So you will have to remind them, and at the end again a CTA that will be used throughout the website. So that is another thing you have to make sure that you understand or give value to in a website. Now again, we have another thing I want to mention is that making sure that like on every healthcare website. Now if you talk about here you will find insurances, right? You will find here as well the badges, insurances they accept in all of the pages, right? So making sure that for example, if you did real research and not just got inspiration from Behance, Dribbble, and Pinterest, you will exactly know what are the elements that I need in this landing page, right? What are the sections that are repeatedly used in any any healthcare landing page? So you have to make sure that you really care about that. So basically, I'm not saying that you should not take inspiration from Pinterest, Behance, Dribbble, or any other website. My reason is that once you fix the structure, once you fix the layout, then you can enhance the visuals by then taking inspiration from Pinterest. Then you can easily search about testimonial section. Insurances, we accept section inspiration, and from there you can take inspiration and you can use that in the website. You can improve that section, you can improve the design and make it better. But if your structure is not good, it will not be high converting and it will be just good looking website, which is website but it will not convert. High converting website, it might not be good, but if it is converting, I will not even touch it, because high converting website looks, if it works, because the main goal here is for any business owner to get more leads. Recently we have done like a website redesign for roofing center, and they are like so busy that they said to our partner that we are so busy that I could hug you, right? That's kind of feeling you want to have when you do when you create a high converting website. So that's all for today, and if you have any question, drop them in the comment. I will love to answer them, and see you in the next one.